Gotta rank 'em all, Pokémon.
Welcome to Spelunkers, a place for exploring video games and nerd culture. I'm Ryan, and this is Gotta Rank 'em All, the Pokemon ranking show, where Chris...
Walrun is my name now.
Okay. Where Walrun and I get a random list of 20 Pokemon and a guest and put them in the most officially arbitrary list of all time. Our lovely guest tonight, good friend of mine, SecretGrey.
Nice to meet you guys.
Meet
Meet
me?
us.
What?
Well, no, the audience. The audience.
Fair enough. Yep. How you doing tonight, buddy?
I'm doing well. It's Friday night. Can't be happier than this.
Heck
Talking
yeah.
about Pokemon with my friends.
Always a good time. Before we get into the rankings tonight, I'd like to ask our guests just a brief overview of their history with Pokemon so people understand their ranking decisions.
All right. So I started playing Pokemon back in probably 1998. I had purchased a Game Boy Pocket from my older brother, which he had gotten a few years before, but now he had upgraded to a Game Boy Color. And then I had purchased Pokemon Blue version, and that was my entry into the series. Fell in love with it, took it everywhere with me. Played a little bit of Gold version and a lot of Sapphire version. But then it moved on to the Nintendo DS, and I didn't have one of those. And so eventually, much older, I grew. After growing up, I had a Nintendo 2DS, and on that I got Pokemon X and Alpha Sapphire, and those are all the games I played.
So you missed a couple there, but that's a lot of Pokemon.
Yeah, I'm of course a fan of the anime showing up when I was growing up. So
yeah, I think we all watched at least a season of that when we were kids. All right. Well, fantastic. Let's get a little overview of the list before we get down and dirty tonight. Top 3, we've got Greninja, Decidueye, and Mega Charizard X at 1, 2, and 3. Very bottom of the list, Jinx at 666, Yungoos at 665, and Gothita at 664. And at 333 in the middle, keep scrolling right by it, Poplio is at 333, Electros at 334, and Corphish at 335. Quilladin just a couple spots below the average.
mm-hmm.
So close.
And our number 100 bouncer for the episode is Sneasel. You know, not a big body bouncer, but that bouncer is going to get scrappy when shit actually hits the fan, honestly.
Let me look at a Sneasel real quick. Okay, I can see it.
Yeah, it's a scrappy fighter. You know, they're not the big muscle bouncer, but like they're actually the guy that's the bouncer you don't want to mess with at the bar.
Yeah, exactly. That's the like Jason Statham bouncer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. And first up to rank tonight is Walrun. Walrain?
Walrein.
Maybe it is supposed to be Walrein. I guess that makes sense.
Yeah,
I've always said Ren, though. I don't know.
Yeah.
Either way. Well, we could look for a pronunciation tool, but I think it doesn't matter that much.
Nah. Yeah, I don't love it. I like Celio. I like Spheal. They're both fine. I don't like Walrun, really. I don't really like the look. I don't really know what's going on with it. It has like a mustache and then 2 tufts of hair behind the mustache that kind of look like Krusty the Clown's hair. But all that hair is also like over the top of its head, only revealing its eyes. I don't get it, and I don't think I like it.
Yeah. It's a little bit of an inconsistent design philosophy almost. Like I get kind of what they're going for of like crashing surf and stuff like that with like the sea foam for like the mustache and hair, but it's just too vague of is that hair, or there's like supposed to be mutton chops, or is it like who knows? Definitely a confusing image.
I want to see Walruns from more angles.
They all look the same.
Oh, it wraps around the backside of their head all the way?
Wait, does it really?
The lower one? Yeah.
Goodness.
So they've just got like a bald spot on the top?
Oh, so it's like Beethoven hair or something. Like just wild mane of hair. That's interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, also like without that, it's just a walrus, which walruses are cool, and I think this is the only walrus Pokemon. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So points there, I guess, but the one like defining thing that separates it from being just a walrus, I think, makes it look dumb. So
I can see that. I will say, I think there were a few appearances in some gym leaders, or maybe
yeah, I believe Wallace had one.
Yeah, I think Wallace had one, which is like not the easiest fight depending on what team you have. Like, it can be a pretty competitive fighter.
Yeah, it's a big tanky
strong
Pokemon.
Ice type.
It does have a lot of weaknesses, water, ice, I believe, which is, I mean, also not a remotely unique typing. Even first gen, there's 2 water ice types in Lapras and Dugong.
Pretty common. Has a decent moveset though. I think in fighting Pokemon, it'd probably be above mid tier. Not crazy strong, but like still, if you've got a good one, worth using probably.
Yeah, I don't think water ice has any 4x weaknesses. I don't believe.
No.
Correct.
So there's that at least.
Yeah, it's just 2x. And honestly, it's only weak to 4 different types, which could be a whole lot worse. So, decent abilities and stuff, but definitely on the tankier side.
Ryan, I
think
feel like
just
you
in that-
said your piece. Or do you want to read some lore?
I'm looking at the lore, and there's nothing inspiring. Walrun's 2 massively developed tusks can totally shatter blocks of ice. Can totally shatter. Why does it sound like a teenager's writing this one? They can totally shatter blocks of ice.
Totally
weighing
good.
10 tons with 1 blood, dude. This Pokemon's thick coat of blubber insulates it from sub-zero temperatures. They form herds of 20 to 30. The leader protects the group with its life if threats appear. The tusks keep growing throughout their life. Like, they're walruses.
To be fair, 30 Walreins rushing you. That'd be pretty terrifying.
That would be.
So,
I don't know.
Hold them out yet, but like, I can't see this being above other more notable ice water types.
Yeah, we have Dugong and Seal on the list.
They're just so much more notable.
Making sure. Okay, so we don't have Spheal, but we do have Celio. Celio's at 479. I want to go below that.
Definitely.
Dugong was at number 424. We don't got to worry about that. Seal, I believe, is 500 something.
I feel like it's got to be in the 500s somewhere, probably.
Yeah. So how do you guys feel compared to Seal? I guess is the question.
I mean, Seal's way cuter.
It's true. It's true.
Like, it's weaker, but it's way cuter. Yeah. I think it just depends on how you're valuing those two.
Yeah,
I think I'd rather have the Seal.
Yeah.
That I know is going to grow into a Dugong than be stuck with a Walrun.
Yeah. Yeah, Walrun maybe doesn't deserve as much shit as we're giving it. It is a cool Pokemon. I've used it because I played Sapphire a lot, but it looks very dumb. It reminds me of
what are they going with here?
Like Samurott. Samurott looks cooler than this, but it reminds me of Samurott in that they really dropped the ball with the last evolution. In a weird way. Yeah. Okay, so we're going below 571. How much lower we got?
Somewhere in the 580s probably looks around the right place.
Now, it's hard to go below Quillfish, the fish that can't swim, I'll say, at 574.
Let me look up what Quillfish is, because I don't
How did Seadra get below? Oh, wait, that's the first form.
Yeah. Literally just...
Well, it's the second form, but...
How is that below Quillfish?
I don't know what happened, man. I don't know what
Wait,
happened.
Quillfish can't swim.
He cannot swim well.
It's a
just
fish
his
that
lore.
can't swim well, right? Like it's.
And he has no legs.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know if it can go below that, but
All right. So we got a very small range here. We got Furfrou at 572. That's that big poodle.
okay.
And then Muna at 573, which is like a dreaming tapir Pokemon.
Let me look at the Muna real quick. Okay, it's better than Muna, but I don't think it's better than Furfrou.
Yeah,
Just
that's what I
enough,
was
like,
going to go with.
You could tell what it is. Furfrou's just like what, but like, or not Furfrou. Muna is just like what is this thing? But then like Furfrou is like actually got a decent design, and they put a lot of effort into the variations.
Mm-hmm. It was the variations thing for me that was like, no, Walrun doesn't hold a candle to that.
Can't really compete with that.
Walrein, a new 573. Get yourself down to the barbershop, buddy. All right. I don't know who's doing your hair right now, but you need to fire him. Next up, we've got...
You need a new look.
Manky.
Classic.
Absolute classic. In a great way. Chris, does this Pokemon have enough toes for you?
It's got toes on the back of its foot. I'm not really a fan.
Chicken feet, but not even.
Yeah, it is very close to chicken feet. Yeah. I mean, I like Manky. He's good. I like the like folded paws, kind of like God, what is that style of martial arts? I don't know what it's called, but you see it in movies where they have their hands down like this. Mianfu does the same thing. Mianfu.
Mm-hmm. So just regular Kung Fu?
I don't know. Usually they have like one of their legs up, but yeah, it's definitely got like a. I mean, just being one of the original 150 gives it a leg up, I think, in terms of recognizability.
Sure.
I'm not sure it does it any favors in terms of what it is, because it's like a furball monkey.
You're not excited by a pig monkey?
Yeah, it's like he has like a pig nose for some reason. He's called Manky, which I don't know. Is supposed to be like? Is it because he's kind of like a man? What is the man in Manky?
Not sure. Looking at it,
Is it because all men are pigs? Is that what they're going for? I don't think that's what they're going for.
I don't think
that's what they're going for. Yeah,
that would be cool. Name origin is a combination of man and monkey.
Yeah,
that's all it is.
I don't know what they're doing with the man part.
A pun on cranky and monkey.
Okay,
because it's irritable. That one sounds more.
I could see that. He's definitely very angry. Yeah, I don't know. He's like, what kind of lore do we have, Ryan?
I mean, we already touched on one thing. Quick to anger. Will begin brawling on the slightest provocation. It is unsafe to approach as it is very nimble. They live in the trees, light and agile on their feet. Yeah, they repeat those things in slightly different ways for 7 generations.
Yeah.
I mean, even notably in the anime, they're like always short-tempered and angry.
Yeah, I'll say in terms of fighting types that you can get early on, it's this or Machop in Gen 1, and I prefer this to Machop personally.
I agree.
Yeah, I think it's got a better design than Machop for sure.
And I think I like the fact that you don't have to trade to get to the final evolution. And you can get your hands on one of these a lot earlier because you can catch one in the grass to the left of Vermilion City, right?
Yeah, Vermilion's the second gym town, right?
I believe so.
No, that's the third.
It's no. Oh yeah, no. The one after Pal is Viridian.
Yeah, Viridian.
Oh, you can catch them there.
Yeah.
I did not know. The first place I've always caught them is like I think it's at the end of Mount Moon, like right before the second gym.
Yeah, that's a common place to pick them up.
Yeah,
but it's like
I think
probably the earliest fighting type that you can get.
Oh yeah, I think they put that there intentionally for people that pick Charmander. So you have something that you can get that's super effective against the rock gym coming up. But only like a 5% chance to spawn.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at the routes that it's available on real quick.
So we have Machop on the list at 498. That range kind of feels right. Like I don't, maybe like up in the 300s at best for me.
Yeah, I wouldn't go above 300 probably. Like, what's at 300?
Yeah, let's see what other fighting types we've got in here.
Magikarp? It's just not as iconic as Magikarp.
Oh, definitely
Or
not.
like Abra. Like, I don't think it's up there with those, but
Anything stand out to you, Ryan? In the 300s or 400s?
Not yet. I do kind of want to stay above Lileep at 400, so I think this winds up in the 300 somewhere. I think this is better than Lileep.
I think it's probably somewhere around Rhyhorn.
Oh yeah.
What number is that?
345. I feel like that feels right. Probably a little bit lower than Rhyhorn because I think Rhyhorn's actually got a clearer design.
Queen, Nidoqueen, and Furret at 351, 352.
About.
I'd probably go below Furret.
I think it's not as good as Furret actually.
Okay.
But it's better than Gabite for sure.
That's bold. I'd probably go below Skitty, above Kartana, but I'm the only Kartana champion on this podcast. So
what is a Kartana?
It's a little like
Halo.
Yeah, it's Cortana from Halo, number 1.
Wow.
No,
best Pokemon.
It's like 2 inches tall, and it's origami. It's origami with sword arms. What the hell do you want?
Kill la Kill meets origami. It's like, okay, sure. I think it's above that.
Sorry, Chris. All right, a new 354. Oh god, what Pokemon were we ranking? Manky, that's right. I clicked into a different tab. I turned away. It turned it back.
You didn't care what Pokemon were ranking. You just wanted above Kartana.
Sue me. Thank you very much, Manky, for being on the show. Please don't destroy anything on your way out. Next up, we've got Mega Beedrill.
So it was probably like 8 or 9 weeks ago, I came across this pulling up a different Mega, and I thought it was like fake fan art because I didn't remember Mega Beedrill existing, and this looks stupid.
Oh, you don't like it?
No, I don't.
What about compared to normal Beedrill?
Normal Beedrill has a simplicity that I'm kind of okay with. I don't know. This feels Mega Sharpedo-ish with like just too much. It's like, let's give him more stripes. Let's give him 5 stingers. Let's just go crazy.
It's scary because he's pointy. Let's make him even more pointy.
I think I'm with you, Chris. I can buy into this up until you get to the like segmented thorax. If that was just solidly round, like why does it need to look kind of like a revolver cylinder?
I think the roofs on it.
Yeah. A lot of the Megas fall into that trap of looking kind of metallic, even though they're not steel type.
Yeah. And I don't know that there's enough wing for this bee to fly.
He does have 6 wings. Does he always have 6 as a Beedrill? I think it's just 2, right?
That is true. Someone's gonna quote the Bee Movie line in the comments. I hope so.
Oh, he's got 4 normally. Okay. He gets 2 extra wings too. Oh my gosh, gets everything. Usually I know there's at least 1 entry for Megas.
There is in Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. Its legs have become poison stingers. It stabs its prey repeatedly with the stingers on its limbs, dealing the final blow with the stinger on its rear. So it's always killing you with its ass.
Nice.
Well, like it doesn't have the best look. I'll agree with you. It doesn't look like a bee, which is kind of like the whole point. But it's also like not even good. Which is like, if you're gonna get a Mega Evolution, you want it to be like the strongest thing on your team, and it can't even do that really. Even as a Mega Evolution, it is worse than a lot of normal evolutions. So
that Mega is like the epitome of glass cannon.
Yeah,
it's got a 145 base speed, 150 attack, but 40 defense and 65 health.
Jeez.
It's super duper fast, but it's like, it's what, bug type?
Yeah.
Bug flying?
Bug poison.
Bug poison, right?
That's not a good combination. So like, you're getting that attack and that speed, but you can't really do anything with it. What does it even know?
I mean, there's some good bug type moves in the newer generations. I mean, I could see this thing being a good sweeper if it, like, if you against the Pokemon in the like base game. I think it would be perfectly fine to send it out first and just kill everything that does not have an insane defense stat. But
yeah,
it's not as good as other Megas for sure, and it doesn't look very good. Now,
its strongest naturally acquired move is Poison Jab at 80 power, which is not the best. I mean, it's a strong enough move, I think, especially with that damage. But still, like, there's just better options.
Yeah. So I'm looking at Mega Sharpedo. I don't think it's quite on that dumbness level. I might go above Mega Sharpedo at 382.
Where's that at? 380? That's at 382?
Yeah, I'm constantly surprised that it's actually climbed that high. When we first ranked it, it was like in the bottom 100, but you keep coming up with garbage Pokemon, man.
Where's Beedrill? Because it's worse than Beedrill.
Oh, way higher. I fought for Beedrill.
Okay, yeah, Beedrill's at 195.
Beedrill's a carry in like mid-game Gen 1.
Between Mega Obama Snow and Mega Sharpedo.
Mr.
Yeah.
President, get down.
He's got 5 stingers. Yeah, I like that.
What's a Tapu Lele? I have to know if we're gonna place it near there.
Sun and Moon Pokemon.
Yeah. Guardian Island deity. It fights off the aliens that invade.
Oh, I don't want to know the plot line.
I don't either, but I played them.
What is that? It's a psychic fairy.
It's a legendary.
Is that the best
weird.
of the bunch too?
It looks so weird.
I don't remember which one we put at the top.
Oh no, that one's not the best of the bunch.
But below Glameow. So like 380.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
splitting the difference is fine with me. Perfect. Mega Beedrill, a new 380.
That's definitely got a more inspired design than Tapu Lele. Like, there's no way.
There's one good Tapu, and it's not Lele, in my opinion. All right, new 380 Beedrill, great job. Be careful with the stingers on the way out. I'm sure that's an assault charge if you accidentally fling around and catch someone the wrong way. Next up, we've got Galarian Ponita.
Oh my gosh.
Adorable.
So beautiful.
This is one of the first Pokemon revealed for the Galar region as well. And that, if you guys remember, they did like an 8-hour long stream that was just like, it was just like some professor lady investigating an empty forest, and people watched it for 8 fucking hours. But eventually a Galarian Ponita showed up.
I don't remember that. Oh my god.
It's gotta be above Ponyta. Just base one, which is 217.
Yeah, I think I agree.
Yep. I'm with you.
I'm thinking.
You want to read lore, Ryan?
Yeah, let's read some more.
That should only be 2, right?
Its small horn hides a healing power. With a few rubs from this Pokemon's horn, any slight wound you have will be healed. This Pokemon will look into your eyes and read the contents of your heart. If it finds evil there, it promptly hides away.
That's adorable. So yeah, we have Galarian Rapidash up at 42. Don't think it goes that high. I don't think it goes above normal Rapidash even.
No.
Which is at 136. And Ponita was at 217, so we got a bit of a range there.
Yeah. I mean, it's a really solid design.
How do you feel? Yeah, that's exactly where I was looking. I see that, Chris.
Can't go buff Sinisty.
Okay.
What's a Sinisty?
It's a haunted
It's
teapot.
gonna be a whole lot of what's in this thing, what's in that.
Well, welcome to the show. Most people are Googling Pokemon left and right. We Google Pokemon left and right.
Gosh,
I don't remember ranking.
teacup?
It is a haunted teacup. Look at the pinky.
Can't go above that.
No, look at the freaking pinky, my dude.
Its own arm is finishing off the teacup, and it has its pinky out.
It's a broken teacup. Come on.
It's
okay,
amazing.
fine. I'm not gonna fight you on this. I think it goes right below that then.
Yeah.
What typing is it?
Fairy.
Okay. I mean, that's a pretty good type.
It's psychic, sir.
Psychic.
It's psychic. That's an even better type.
It's psychic and fairy, or just psychic?
At least Galarian
Just
Ponita is
psychic.
just psychic. When it evolves, it gets the fairy edition.
Okay. I mean, that's nonsensical as hell, but sure.
I mean, right
solid
below
design.
I'd be fine right below Sinisty. I see you still scrolling a little bit, Chris.
Yeah, just looking. I think I'd probably like it more than Flareon, probably more than Litten. So yeah, right below
Yeah.
Sinisty is fine.
All right. Perfect. Galarian Ponita, new 170. Great
Yeah.
job.
I just saw Nidoking right there at 172. I'm like, how is he so low? But that's you guys being crazy.
So that was all the guests. That was all the guests.
king. Number one, let's go, man.
Well, we put the unicorn above the king, so the baby unicorn
Yeah,
above the king.
yeah.
But
I
that
think
makes
it's
perfect
fine.
sense. Next up, we've got Wishy Washy.
Oh my god. It's got the Sobble eyes.
It does. Now, this is not its only form. This is Wishy Washy Solo. This is what
Oh,
happens when
wait.
a bunch of them come together and make
Oh, I
Wishy
don't
Washy
like
School.
that. That's bad. I don't like that one.
It's terrifying.
I think it is an incredibly cool and interesting idea. In practice, it's like really annoying to try and use
Yes.
one, but
Mhm.
I like it a lot. It's one of the like 5 or 6 big shiny whatever Pokemon and new Pokemon Snap that you have to take a billion pictures of, which I think it's probably the most interesting one because you take pictures of a bunch of little Wishy Washies and you throw shiny orbs at them to make them combine into the big Wishy Washy, which is the one you actually want a picture of.
Interesting. Yeah, I think
That
it's
makes sense.
an interesting, unique mechanic for a Pokemon, but it doesn't play great. Like you were
It's
saying.
also really bad in solo form and pretty solid in school form,
Mhm.
but still super slow and squishy.
Yeah. I mean, it's got the defense, but not the HP.
Yeah.
And it only goes from solo form to school form when it has enough HP. It doesn't at like level. So like once you hit a high enough level and have a certain HP threshold, you can school up at the start of a fight. But if you get hit and lose enough, then you're back to solo form.
What are they thinking? Okay, I don't think this is a very good Pokemon. I'm trying to think of what we already looked at. I don't think this is even as good as Walrun, honestly.
Ooh,
Wait,
I
well,
disagree.
how does this moon entry for the school form make you feel? At their
Okay.
appearance, even Gyarados will flee. When they team up to use Water Gun, its power exceeds that of Hydro Pump. Called the
Oh my
Demon of the Sea by some, Wishy-Washies, when Wishy-Washies are injured in battle and their numbers dwindle, they become a regular school. But the school form is just the stuff of nightmares for people. Solo form, hate it. I don't even want to read any. School form, awesome. Great Pokedex entries.
When it senses danger, its eyes tear up.
Yeah.
Even
Starts
the solo
crying.
form I think is cute, and I think this is a great message of power in numbers. I don't know, I like it. I think it's a really cool design. I've never used one because the design is like weird in terms of like mechanics, but I think a giant whale made up of a bunch of little fish, and you can very distinctly make out like where the eyes of a bunch of these fish are. And, like, its mouth has these weird curvatures where the heads of the fish are. Its fins are made up of 5 fish. It's got 2 fish on the top and its little blowhole there, which is made up of a bunch of little fish you can see. I think that's really clever and well designed.
I mean, I don't have super strong feelings about this. I just am like, what is the design? Like, I get what they're going for. It just doesn't. I feel like it could be way better executed than what they actually got. I don't know.
Yeah. Ryan, you're gonna have to weigh in.
The solo form has a kind of cuteness factor.
I think the
form doesn't.
Better than Gorobus at 473.
I mean, personally, I think your whole list is like everything's in the wrong place, so it's hard to.
It's all over the place.
Like, really down low because there's stuff that's worse that's above, but that's fine. That's not for me to contest. I picked my battle for later.
The most scientifically accurate list, Gray. All right.
We have had so many consultants on this list. It can't be wrong.
So many people are so wrong.
Let's see. Let me look at a. I'm looking more in the 200, 300 range. Let me look at a picture of Barraskewda. Remember what that looks like? Yeah,
I don't think it goes above Wailord though, which is at 292.
One of hers. Oh, that's true.
Wailord's too cool.
I like it right in the middle of Barraskewda and Wailord, personally.
I'm okay with that. Just Wailord's iconic. It's just a big whale. I kind
of want this below Vaporeon.
Oh.
Yeah, Ryan's really into Vaporeon. Don't ask him why.
Why is it so low?
Because people want to have sex with it. Great
question. That's not my problem or fault. It's not Vaporeon's fault.
Swampert's below Ivysaur?
Dude, get me started.
What is going on? Okay, whatever. I agree. It's below Wailord. Anywhere in the 290s range for me feels about right.
Just those 2 more spots between Vaporeon and Heliolisk. That's all I ask.
What's a Heliolisk look like? It's a sun thing.
Okay, Ryan. To make your sex fantasies come true, I'll keep Vaporeon.
Whatever. Wishy Washy, a new 295.
Heliolisk looks sick. How is he so low? I mean, I know nothing about him, but sure.
This is a unique design, Wishy Washy, but miss me with it. I don't want it. Next up, we've got
for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I think it can be done well. Mega Manectric.
Again, I think they did a bad job. This looks so stupid.
More people like Manectric. What if we made more Manectric?
It's 90% of his body is this giant lightning bolt that
doesn't even look
is
like
not
a
helping him
bolt anymore. It's just
not
like
good.
Yellow jags. Like what?
This reminds me a lot of, I think, our lowest ranked mega, somewhere in there, Mega Charizard Y.
Which is just like
it's Manectric with extra shit on his back for no reason.
More.
I kind of like the little like accents on his legs, the little yellow like lightning things. I like those, but all the crap on his back, bad.
It's actually really surprising that you think Mega Charizard Y is so low, considering you think Mega Charizard X is so high.
Yeah, because Mega Charizard Y is like, what if Charizard was less cool? And Mega Charizard X is like, what if Charizard was really cool?
What if we change the color of Charizard?
Great. It's the coolest Charizard.
Okay, fine. Whatever.
So we do have, wow, that's a big difference. Our lowest Mega is Mega Slowbro. I forgot we just ranked that way down at 562.
That one's real bad.
Yeah. Maybe this isn't quite that bad. I'd put it below. Gosh, I don't know. Probably below Mega Charizard Y though at 461. You have any lore you want to read for this thing?
Let's see here. Mega Evolution fills its body with a tremendous amount of electricity, but it's too much for Manectric to fully control. Its explosive speed is equal to that of a lightning bolt.
Okay.
What did
That's
you
cool.
say our like top end of it is?
I'd go below Mega Charizard Y at 461.
Okay. And I'd say that it's definitely a better design than Gigantamax Venusaur.
Which is what number?
Much. 521.
521.
I mean, it's not as good as even like, I don't know, like Omastar and stuff. I don't think, or Curlia. Like, I think those at least have something going for them where they're not just like sharp, jagged, lightning. But I think it's like in the 500s even.
I think this is at least above Silvally at 549.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Kind of similar vibes, but this is more coherent, I guess, than Silvally.
Yeah.
Yeah, what else?
Is it better than Imbor?
Yeah, probably. Where's Embor?
508.
Why is he that high? Who was on that episode? He should be like 700 by now.
Yeah, he should be. 4 spots above Chase.
Is he better than
He's worse than Hoopa at 520.
Okay.
In my
But
opinion.
he's better than Gigantamax Venusaur.
That seems like a good spot to me.
Floppy, what?
That does feel good. Yeah. New 521 Mega Manectric speeding to the bottom of the list faster than, or I guess as fast as lightning. Next up, we've got Diglett.
Oh my
Diglett.
gosh, Pog.
Chris, tell me you got some of the pictures of Diglett
Yes,
underground.
Oh no,
for this?
no, just on the picture.
What? Then we can't accurately represent how amazing this Pokemon is. I think it goes in the top 100, honestly.
I don't think it goes in the top 100. I think it's
incredible.
an okay Pokemon.
It's incredible. It's beautiful. It's super fast. It's a ground type that you get right before an electric gym. It's like perfection.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. It's a simple design. It's not a bad design. It's a fine design, but it doesn't stand out to me as anything amazing.
I love Diglett. I use
you, Ryan.
Constantly in Gen 1, and I love all the pictures that they have of like what Diglett looks like under the ground. Sometimes it's just like completing a hot dog with some little feet and legs, and other times they build this giant muscle man that's taking up 80 feet underneath the earth. It's just this little head. I love the lore around it.
So the internet's lore of people wanting to fuck Vaporeon doesn't matter, but the internet lore of what Diglett looks like underground does.
I think they both matter.
Are we taking internet lore into consideration or not?
I don't see why not.
Well, since we don't
know, the Vaporeon needs to be below
like
everything Sub-Jinx, because that's disturbing.
That's
Chris is
just because you find it disturbing doesn't mean everyone finds it disturbing, Chris.
You heard it here, everybody. Ryan wants to fuck Vaporeon. He just admitted it.
I think even without internet lore.
I mean,
tell me what's great about this Pokemon, because it's incredibly generic.
It's a great Pokemon to use. I love, much in the same way that like anytime I think about coughing and I go coughing in my head and it puts a smile on my face from the anime. Anytime I think about Diglett, I go Diglett dig, Diglett dig, and it puts a fucking smile on my face. From the Diglett episode in the anime. Like, I don't know, it has a soft spot in my heart.
I mean, I think I'm in that same camp, and I also really like Coughing's voice, and we put Coughing at 436 because he's not that good of a design, even though he was cool in the anime and fine.
But Diglett's also usable.
Yeah, Coughing's useless in the games, and Diglett's actually like really solid.
Yeah, I mean, I've used the Dugtrio. It turns out Gen 1 super sucks, so it's kind of your only option if you want a good ground type. But I still think it's not a very good Pokemon. It's like 300s, 400s for me. So if
Now,
you
to
guys
be
want to go
fair-
higher, I hear you, but
We're
I
gonna
don't think
have
it cracks
to,
top
like,
100.
Find some way to turn that gap around.
I mean, you're gonna put it above Nidoking? That's maybe the best ground type in Gen 1.
Is it a ground type in Gen 1?
Ground poison, isn't it?
Ground poison, yeah.
I thought it was normal.
I don't know that it gets top 100, but I don't think it's too
looking
300.
at what's it like the barrier between 100 and not 100.
I think it's 1 to 200 probably on the lower side. Maybe.
Okay, that puts it above Donphan, also a ground type, also much better than Diglett.
No.
I'd take a Diglett over a Donphan.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Chris. I've never used a Donphan. I think they're fine Pokemon. I don't have a lot of attachment for them.
I think it's better than a Sandaconda.
Hard disagree again.
I think I disagree there.
What?
Yeah. I like
Sandaconda.
And when we're talking about like the voice lines iconic from the show, definitely not better than Arbok.
Yeah, no, not better than Arbok. Well, I think you guys have Sandaconda in the wrong place then. Which one's Sylveon? That's the dark one?
That's the fairy type.
Oh.
The newest evolution, yeah.
Is it? Okay. I don't know if it's better than Sylveon even. Is it better than Beedrill?
No.
That is what I was asking myself. I think it might be too lower than that.
Because you think it belongs in 300.
Yeah, I mean, the problem is that you guys are trying to compare it to a bunch of good Pokemon, and it's not a good Pokemon. So.
It's way
yeah,
better
you're right. It's a great
Beedrill
Pokemon.
in combat. Like, Beedrill can get you through, like, one gym, but you could take Diglett all the way to the end.
I think between Chestnut and Go-Goat.
Chestnut's got a really nice design, I think. I can agree with that.
All right. Sorry, Chris.
Sorry.
Diglett.
This is the worst
New
ranking we've
199.
done since Galvantula. That horrifying disaster.
Galvantula is a great ranking.
Galvantula is such a mediocre little freaking yellow spider. Oh my god.
It is top 5 Pokemon of all time for me.
Why? It's above, like, so many cool Pokemon.
It's a shame.
And it's an amazing Pokemon.
It's a damn shame. What's become of the show?
Lucario. Why is it above Lucario, bro?
Because things happen. And I do like Galvantula more than Lucario. All right.
What?
Thank you very much, Diglett, for being on the show. Next up, we've got Ursa Ring.
Woo! Big bear with a ring on his tummy. You know, pretty straightforward what that means.
Yeah, Ursa, bear, ring. He's got a ring on his stomach. He's a very cool Pokemon. I've used one several times and they're very strong, but they're not, I don't know, it's not like a super creative design. It's like one of my favorite Gen 2 Pokemon, honestly. But unlike you guys, I'm willing to concede that it's not that interesting of a design.
Diglett is
because still, we talked a lot about Diglett and never once did you guys mention anything that was remotely interesting about its design, and we didn't even read any lore.
Well, because you wouldn't allow the real lore. He's a macho man under the ground. I'm trying to think of other boring. Just this is an animal Pokemon, and they're pretty
It's a good climber. Prefers to snap trees with its forelegs and eat fallen berries.
It has 4 legs.
Yeah, four legs. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's technically every picture I've ever seen of it, it's on 2 feet. So
yeah.
It eats and sleeps in treetops.
Nice. So it's more of a black bear than a brown bear.
So if it's according to the lore, those are legs. So why does it have 5 toes, I guess, on its front legs and only 3 on its back legs? I don't like that.
Did Evolve have the pinky fingers on the back leg, get thumbs on the...
Don't sloths also have different numbers of claws on fore and hind legs?
Good question. I don't know.
I don't think it's too ridiculous to think that it could be.
Still, why the thumbs? Like those fifth ones are really positioned like thumbs on the hands.
Yeah.
What would be the hands?
Yeah, I think that lore is just probably bad, dumb writing.
Yeah, it's probable.
I don't know what we compare it to. Do we go down like the Pyroar kind of area of that's just a lion, probably? The 41.
That'd probably be a decent idea. Somewhere in that range. This is just an animal.
Ryan, where you
probably move it a little bit higher. Because I think
that feels a little low.
In that range, but there's quite a few of them that are just like, this is just a thing. This is just a Pokemon. Like just an animal. I don't think it could go above where was it? Well, it definitely can't go above Marowak, because Marowak's got a more interesting design and like lore.
How about Kangaskhan?
I think I like it more than Kangaskhan.
I could see it somewhere in that range between Marowak and Kangaskhan, though.
Okay. Narrowing down.
I don't know what Kling's doing that high. Let's just put him right below Marowak.
Just moving them around. Oh, we can just move them around now.
No,
can we drop
cannot do that.
To like 6
other Pokemon
that
above
that is starkly against the rules. Otherwise, Ryan and I would just fix the list every day after we stopped recording.
Yeah.
We'd have a
Typhlosion would be number one. Yeah. Yeah, the only Pokemon that get moved are ones guests bring.
Maybe above Skrelp. 448.
I think all the way above Kling.
Yeah,
unless you're arguing for Duo specifically.
Well, I think Doduo is better. Yeah.
I disagree. Man, we gotta stop bringing Gen 1ers on here. They just think every Gen 1 design is amazing. They're not. Cool. They're not. They're almost all bad. I'll tell you.
No, they're almost all amazing.
I think it's like 50-50. I don't know. I think
that's not cool.
Venonat hasn't been easily available in a generation since Gen 1. Tell me what you think about that.
So cool. It's like a Ferrari.
Venonat's a Ferrari?
Yeah. It's like hard to get your hands on one.
Oh, so back to Ursa Ring. I like between Marowak and Kling.
Let's do it.
Because Kling does feel high. All right, Ursa Ring, new 445. Go back to getting berries. It's nearly hibernation time by me, so you're going to be sleeping for a few months here. Next up, we've got
interesting shape on your tummy.
Oh, maybe a star. We've got Roggenrola.
I mean, that's better than Ursa Ring.
What if Geodude, but instead of arms, feet?
Arms, feet, and like Spartan like helmet.
Yeah, he's no. I mean, he's just a rock. He's like I don't know. This is maybe in the lore. I don't know what's up with the little indent in his face. If it's just supposed to be like, oh, he kind of has an eyeball. I guess I don't know.
What does he evolve into?
That's its ear.
The hexagonal shaped hole is its ear.
Does it not have an eye?
It has one ear. I mean, I guess it lives in dark caves, so what does it need eyes for? It needs an ear, big ear.
It turns into Boldor and Gigalith. I don't know.
Gigalith's pretty cool. This guy
Boldor is not a good design. I don't think we can blame Roggenrola for that because they look so far apart.
Yeah, no, one at a time. Still not great. Have we done Geodude? Have we ranked Geodude?
Yes, maybe. I feel like I saw him.
Yeah, he's 466.
How do
So
we
below
feel
that.
about this? Yeah, below that.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think the colors are better, but I think Geodude's, eyeballs,
He's got angry eyes.
Yeah. More personality.
He
in
can
Geodude.
emote. This thing, you can never tell how it's feeling. Roly Coly at 5'11". I think it's worse than Roly Coly.
Oh, yeah, below Roly Coly. Again, that can emote.
Yeah.
And it's a little bit better typing with Fire Rock.
Well, since we're already this low, I'd like to go below Goodra and Hoopra.
Okay.
I'm not sure about going below, like...
Oh, here's something interesting. Around the area where Diglett should have been, we have Dugtrio at 544.
Why is Dugtrio so low?
Because he's stupid. He's just 3 Diglets, which are stupid, so...
It's not stupid. They're in love.
So below Dugtrio, right? I assume you guys are on board with that.
Yeah.
Probably below Bronzor. I mean, I think we just need to keep scrolling. We're looking too high.
Where he belongs.
Yeah, I think we're just too high up.
Below Bonsley at 583, I think.
Doesn't make any sense.
Below Mudbray at 509 or 609.
Below the Jackass. Okay. Badoo at 637. This thing kind of looks like a Badoo, but without eyes or anything interesting about it at all. So I think maybe below.
Above Nose Pass. At least this thing can move.
That's true. It can even use rollout and stuff, I think. So.
I really don't understand the.
So in Nose Pass's lore, it says that he can only face north because his nose is so magnetically. It's so magnetic.
Move, then he just can't turn.
And only moves 3/8 of an inch a year.
So he moves.
Barely. That's barely moving. 3/8 of an inch a year is not moving.
Oh man.
Okay.
It says here that Roggenrola likes to move towards sounds it hears. So it's being active, Yeah.
I'd say let's go above Tangrowth as well.
Okay.
Dottler,
I'm okay with that.
I could go either way.
Let me look up Dottler again.
It's not as cute as Badoo, and it's about as just cute blob looking.
Yeah.
I think I'd put it below Dottler.
Okay.
Is Dottler also cute?
Dottler's got a cute innocence to him. Looks a little bit panicked. He's hiding inside of a triangular dome building as well. That's his little shell.
Okay,
so it becomes more beetle.
Below Dottler for sure.
Yeah. All right. Roggenrola, new 639. I'll have the taxi driver honk the horn so you can find your way out of here. Next up, we've got Porygon.
Goated. Chris is smacking his forehead again.
Porygon's okay. I think it's interesting at least.
We've already ranked Porygon 2.
Yeah, and if I remember correctly, your biggest problem with that was that it has a very dumb name, which I can agree with. That they just call it Porygon 2.
Yeah.
Yes. But I do like what they do with these two Pokemon, where Porygon's angular and 90s as hell. And then we get a Pokemon in the 2000s and they're like, now it's all going to be rounded and modern. And we'll just call it 2, which, I mean, to be fair, phone companies have been doing that for a while now.
Yeah.
That's true.
But it's still bad.
And this is a man-made Pokemon, right? Porygon?
Yes.
That's crazy to me.
Created life.
Created out of programming
made out
code.
Of code.
Yep.
Oh, isn't it from that one episode that they had to get rid of because it gave everyone epilepsy?
Oh.
I don't know.
Maybe.
There's an episode where Pikachu like does a big thunder and just flashes bright colors rapidly on the screen, and they had to like pay out a big lawsuit or something and remove the episode because people were getting epilepsy from it.
Wow.
Yes, this episode caused more than 600 children in Japan to be transferred to hospitals by ambulance because of seizure-like symptoms they reported, and was
Christ.
banned and never aired again. Yep. That was. Whew.
Well, as for Porygon, not a particularly useful Pokemon. I think you can only get it from the casino, and it costs a stupid amount of those coins, and then it's not that useful anyway. It's a normal type. I think it's probably the only Pokemon in first gen that learns, what is it, Tri-Attack? It's the only Pokemon for a while that can learn Tri-Attack. Or Tri-Beam, what do they call it?
Yeah, Tri-Attack.
Which is a cool looking move.
It's all right.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I think Shiny's cooler. The pink is more like a deep blue, and then the teal is like a purpley.
Dodo and
Like-
Dodrio also learned Tri-Attack in Gen 1.
Oh.
No, that's true.
But yes, it's one of 3. Very cool.
And we already basically mentioned its Pokedex entries. They almost all talk about it being the world's first artificially created Pokemon, made entirely of programming code. It goes through cyberspace. It searches for suspicious data. They thought it could fly through space. It hasn't been proven yet.
So it's like a antivirus software for your
Yeah.
computer.
Sentient antivirus. That sounds like a terrible idea.
It's not impactful in the games. It's like not a thing.
Yeah, I don't think anybody ever has one. And like I said, you have to save up way too many
It's really
coins.
just like
Just
a
hours and
flex.
hours of coins to get one.
But also, like, I think its design is better than Porygon 2. I mean, naming convention as well is just better because it's
Yeah,
first
I think I
Porygon.
like Porygon 2's design better, but the name is just very, very dumb. It makes sense. I see what they're going for, but also it's dumb.
My ideal cars though are also like 90s like box looking cars, so maybe that has an effect.
So-
I just like the aesthetic of angles.
It's fair. Well, Porygon 2 is on the list at 372.
I think it's got to be somewhere around that. I'm okay with it being lower because if someone feels strongly that it doesn't
No,
belong up
I think it's better.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but better than Grimer though. Grimer's pretty cool.
really not.
Also, man,
Not. I'd go right above
I can't
Porygon 2
believe-
probably.
I can't believe we've had 2 guests be like Grimer, though.
Yeah, Grimer though. Don't you guys won't believe it's Grimer?
Yeah, I think right
Grimer
above.
is the best man-made Pokemon.
Beats a Porygon and a Porygon 2.
Beats a Mewtwo.
Beats a Mewtwo. We haven't even ranked Mewtwo yet, have we?
Oh
No,
gosh.
I think we ranked Mewtwo Y as the only variation. I think.
Yeah, which is the worst Mewtwo.
Yeah.
No, it's the best one.
What? Mega Mewtwo Y is 111.
All right. Porygon new 372. Great job. You don't even need a text. You just hop on out through the Wi-Fi, I'm sure. Next up, we've got Galarian Stunfisk.
It's
What?
still not a very good Pokemon, but it's a lot better than base Stunfisk. Like
What
a
is
million
base
times better.
Stunfisk that this is
It's-
better.
It's just a flat fish. This is a bear trap.
It's less
How did it go
trappy,
from being
even.
a fish to being a bear trap. I don't understand.
Adapting to its surroundings, man.
Like it looks better, but like it's not. Why is it a fish if it's a bear trap?
It's not a fish anymore. It's adapted to its surroundings.
It's a ground.
Let me look this thing up.
Because it was ground electric prior.
Yeah, I don't even know if it was technically a fish. I think it like just like hung out on beaches or something. I don't know.
Hmm. Oh, they lie in wait in the mud.
Yeah, it's not even. a fish, really.
Although it
I
calls them
guess.
steel fins.
It's a
Sunfisk-
fish-like Pokemon.
Yeah. It's fish adjacent.
Yeah, I think it's a really fun design. Like, just hey, we have this flat thing. Let's give it weird, sharp edges and turn it into a bear trap. But I don't think it's a very good one.
There's
And
a
make its
picture
mouth
of it moving, and it's the most pathetic looking thing ever. It's just like doing the worm aggressively with a panicked look on its face. Okay, I will say I do like the idea of it being a mimic in that it has a mouth that looks like a Pokeball. I think that's cool.
Yeah, and I mean that's what they go for.
Yeah, you reach down to grab an item and you get your hand chopped off in Pokemon.
Even then, it's like not great.
Yeah, it's okay at best, I would say.
Where's the original one?
I don't think we
I don't know that. Yeah, I don't think we have.
Well, it's
that would
better
be
than
helpful.
Wherever that is, it's still low.
Yeah. Below Hoopa at 523.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where? Hard to compare it to anything. It's its own thing. I mean, it's unique if nothing else.
Fair enough.
Bronzor, the unpolished mirror Pokemon. Maybe better than that.
I'm below. I'm down.
Yeah, I'm pretty far down.
I'm in the 600s.
Like, is it better than like just this is a animal Pokemon like Walrun or Seal? I don't know if it's better than those.
No, I don't think so. Between Ekans and Electrode at 612, 613.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, I like it. I think it's a more interesting mimic than Electrode or Voltorb.
Yeah.
All right. Nailed it. New 613 Galarian Stunfisk. You need some help. You need help. Go find it. Next up, we've got Masquerain.
Nah.
The eyeball Pokemon? Nope. All right, I'm out.
Yeah, I guess its wings come together to make a big eyeball. I don't know. I don't know. Surskit's dumb. This thing somehow manages to be dumber when it evolves. I don't like it.
I think this is near, like, I think it's in the 600s already.
Wait, why are its legs diamonds?
What are they doing with this Pokemon?
I don't know.
Down.
Never understood anything about it.
666.
Lore.
Masquerain intimidates enemies with an eye-like pattern on its antenna. This Pokemon flaps its forewings to freely fly in any direction, even sideways and backwards, as if it were a helicopter.
What's its ability?
Intimidate or unnerve hidden.
Okay. Intimidate's a really good.
Ability. Can't fly on rainy days.
Oh, that's so sad.
Its wings are highly absorbent.
This just feels so useless.
Wait, it can't fly on rainy days, but it gives birth to a water Pokemon.
Yes.
Excellent.
Correct.
Yeah, trash.
So
Surskit's already at 595, and this is considerably worse than Surskit.
Its wings turn into legs, and it walks on lakes like a water bug.
That's why, because Surskit is a water bug, which is like what it evolves from.
What is this design? It's gotta be like on the last page.
Yeah.
Worse than Cascoon?
Better than Wormadam, worse than Swirlix. 673, 672. Like way down.
Yeah, it's really bad.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
It's just like, it's not good besides Intimidate, but there's like a bajillion Pokemon with Intimidate.
Yeah, that's not like a super rare ability. All right. Masquerain, 673. You are not invited to this ball. Next up, we've got Clefairy.
Oh my gosh. The best Pokemon. No.
Is Clefairy giving us the finger?
One. No, it's
no, it's
waving.
flipping off whatever's behind it.
It's waving. It's happy to see
one
you.
finger's down. One finger's down.
No, it's just got a weird
It's
claw
just
grip.
like later fuckers. This is what it's gonna do on its way out of your studio there.
I always see Clefairy flipping me
It's
off
only
from
got
it.
3 fingers, so it's got peace signs.
Oh, okay. All right.
Or maybe it's
I still
doing
think
losers.
It's flipping me off.
The classic.
Maybe it is. Yeah.
It's doing the L dance in Fortnite.
Yeah, Clefairy became a lot better when they added Fairy type, because Fairy type's just better than being a normal type. Also, I used to use them just because I used to love using Metronome, because it's such a stupid random move. It's impossible to use now because there are too many moves that just don't do anything. Yeah. But it's fun back in the day.
Pokemon. It's also pretty decent, like, for using it. I mean, it's not great, but it's definitely like up there a little bit.
It's decent. It's decent to have back in the day.
Yeah. I mean, even now, like, if as a fairy type, especially, it has more opportunities to do stuff that's useful.
For sure.
But I can't see it. Like, obviously, it's not as good as Clefable.
Which I don't think.
I think it's got a simpler design, but it's just not as good.
Yeah, I know we've ranked Jigglypuff, I believe, quite high at 151. Did we rank
where it belongs?
Yeah, Jigglypuff's great, especially in the anime. Didn't rank Jigglypuff. We didn't rank. We ranked Cleffa, right? But that was one of those unnecessary babies that got very low because it's an unnecessary weird baby. That's a 588. Man, I don't know where to go. I think it's a good design. Still, I think it's probably 200s, 300s.
Yeah, I was thinking like somewhere around, I don't know. Like Onyx is 249. Honestly, I could kind of see it around there.
Yeah, that feels pretty good.
Is that literally just because you catch it in the same place that you catch an Onyx? Or the first place you can catch an Onyx anyway?
It's just like, I'm looking at the stuff that's above that, and it's like, it's not as good as like an Execute or stuff like that.
But I'm also looking at the stuff below
like
that.
Not as bad as...
I don't think it's better than a Croconaw or a Bayleaf or Duat.
Your list is like really bad.
Or a Manectric or Doublade.
Yeah, but it's better than a Combuskin.
It's... Where's Combuskin?
284.
284.
Okay, yeah, we're staying above Combuskin.
Yeah.
I think...
I mean, what am I talking about? Combuskin's obviously S-Class, but...
above Swinub and below Doublade. Have you seen a Combuskin lately, Gray?
No, but I remember what they looked like in Sapphire.
Remember how penisy they look?
I bet they still do. That's why I'm like, why is it at 280? Like, what's going on here?
That's why. That's
it's like, Chris really thinks that's better than the Diglett? Come on.
Yes, Diglett sucks. But I don't think this can go above Magikarp personally at 303.
Why is Magikarp so low?
It's getting pushed down.
I feel like
it's probably like 200 or something when we put it on.
I feel like the ranking when we put them on is so much more important than where they're going to wind up at the end of this show.
Yeah. It's like we can keep
Yeah,
going down.
fair. Above Miltank though, at 309.
Okay. I'm okay with
I
that.
think
Sure.
above Snivy.
I don't think so, personally. Snavy's very good. So is Scorbunny.
I do
Then why
love
are they so
Snivy.
low?
Because there's a lot of really good Pokemon, man.
Over 1,000 of them. We're gonna be
You
ranked.
say so.
Yeah, no, I like between Snivy and Miltank.
Let's do it.
Feels like Clefairy,
Okay.
great job. Even
did
better since you
fine.
got Fairy. Yeah, you know what? You're in the top half.
You know what, Clefairy, they rigged it against you, but by all means, you got as far up as they would let you.
Next up, we've got Swoobat.
You've fallen almost completely out of frame in the video version, by the way, Gray.
Yeah, let me sit back up. It's getting late. Getting tired.
You guys like this? Anybody like this?
Nope.
This is the new Golbat, except he's not even cool. He's equally annoying in all the fucking caves and that gen, but he sucks.
Kind of hate him.
But Golbat's cool, and this is like lame.
I know. Golbat is cool.
And it evolves.
I think this is the
from a
evolution.
Woobat?
Woobat's the
Yeah,
first one.
Yeah, Woobat's the
What
first one.
heck? Neither of them look cool.
They're not great.
It's better than Woobat, but it's because that's like a. What is a Woobat? Okay, I'm getting distracted by other Pokemon.
Yeah, I don't think we have Woobat on here either. No.
Don't think so.
It's gonna be down there.
Below Crobat at 416.
Yeah.
I can't believe that happened.
Wait, Crobat's at 460.
Dude.
I can only fix one of them, so
Yep. We
I
gotta
have my
choose our battles tonight.
Yeah, here's the thing. Again, when we ranked Crobat, it was like what, 200, 150?
It was
something
probably
like
a
that.
lot higher. Yeah.
Just keeps getting pushed back by good stuff.
Yeah.
I do think 416 is very low for Crobat at this point. Somebody should bring it on to re-rank it, but
Yeah. I just found one that's more important to re-rank because you guys did them dirty.
yeah, well,
Okay, it's
we'll
better
see.
than like a Weedle, but not by a lot.
That's what number is Weedle?
594.
594. It was kind of back in that Walrun area. Which now I'm thinking about it, I feel like we did Walrun a little dirty. But
Nah.
No, this is worse than a Walrun though.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I think it's like right by Igglybuff. They're just like tried to be cute but aren't.
Yeah, definitely below Bonsley. I might go above Cottony. 586, that would be.
Yeah, I think that's good. And this does bat things, y'all. It emits sound waves of various frequencies from its nose, including some powerful enough to destroy rock. It's great Pokedex entries.
And now we
Next
got a
up-
cool one.
Oh yeah. Next up, we got Melmetal. Hmm?
Yeah, this is one of those weird in-between gen Pokemon that was never actually in a game, technically. I think it was maybe available through events. I think it was for Pokemon Go they made this Pokemon specifically.
For Let's Go.
Well,
Get
I
it,
think
Let's
it was
Well,
available
it's
in Let's
introduced
Go,
by
but they made it for Pokemon Go.
first,
Go.
evolving from Meltan. And it can't be evolved in other games. You just
And it also
get
looks
it.
pretty dumb. It's like a bunch of screws
just-
and
It's Terminator 2 with bolts. That's all it
It's
is.
got a Gigantamax form.
yeah, I think we've ranked that actually, haven't we?
Why?
I think we have, yeah.
Where does it rank? Because that's going to help me find where.
That's actually at 186. I think that one looks cool. I don't remember what it looks like though. Maybe we've made a mistake on it.
It looks okay. I don't think
Yeah.
it's 186, but
I don't mind the
It's not
Gigantamax.
hideous.
Yeah, the
But
I think
Gigantamax looks a lot better.
Meltan looks way better than Melmetal because Meltan is cute and Melmetal is just like okay. Meltan's
Yeah.
like a
Fair.
Ditto holding like a bolt.
Do not have a Meltan. I don't have a picture from the back, but if anybody sees a picture from the back, post it in the channel and I'll put it in post because there's some like red thing coming out of its butt. I don't know what's going on there.
Yeah. It's like a wire.
Yeah.
Piece of wire. If you
Oh,
zoom in on it, it's got like little copper ends sticking out of the very tip of it.
Yep.
Fascinating.
There we go.
We've had a lot of bad Pokemon in a row here.
Yeah.
How do we feel about a Clink Clang comparison? Both solid steel types.
Ooh.
That's at 48.
It's a good comparison. I think this is better than Clink Clang.
Okay. How about Ursa Ring, who is directly above Clink Clang?
No. I think Clink Clang's too high. What happened with Clink Clang?
Yeah, Clink Clang's
Who was
way
on this
too
episode?
I think
I'm just gonna keep
was
blaming all
Clink
the
Clang
guests.
lower, and we've just put other things down.
Maybe.
The middle of this list is the worst part, right? Like
Yeah.
the top and
I
the
think
bottom, we've
top
got
100 and the bottom 100 are good, and everything else in between is like whatever you want.
So maybe okay. Let's not put it there. Let's ignore Clink Clang. Act like it doesn't exist. Where's like the other two that are much lower? Clang and Clink. Is that their names?
Clink and Clang, I think.
Yeah, Clang's a 654. That feels more in the range.
Yeah. Why did Clink Clang
And
get so
Clink's at
high?
667. I don't know, man.
Oh my god.
Don't know.
Ooh, below Magirna at 661. I think as far as like kind of steel type humanoids go, this is worse.
I'm sorry, Wimpod.
I agree.
I don't know.
Probably
Just
above
by the
Wimpod.
name, it's not as cool as Wimpod.
Let's go right
Or,
below.
Like, Wimpod sucks.
Let's go below Magirna. Just right below.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
better than
They seem
Wimpod.
like they'd be married, you know? They'd make a happy
Yeah.
couple.
They would be a happy couple, I think. You're right.
Aw.
A new 662 Melmetal. God, how do you move, man? I have so many questions and I don't know I want the answer to. Next up, we've got Boldor.
Oh wow, I
Oh,
forgot this was coming up. Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
We got the evolution.
So are those still ears?
Apparently.
They're kind of
see.
ear shaped, actually. It looks like a giant nose, though. These look like teeth down here.
The orange contain. Because its energy was too great to be contained, the energy
Yep,
leaked
those are
out,
ears.
formed orange crystals.
Those are ears.
Relies on sound. Yeah, they still got to be ears. Yep.
Okay.
Those
Yep, pretty
good
dumb.
eyes.
Oh gosh.
Gigalith
Slightly-
is pretty cool. They get there to something
They
pretty
get there
cool. but-
eventually,
yeah.
but it takes a while. I think this is worse than the first one. Because like the
Really?
first one's cute. And this one,
Yeah, I can see that. I think
That's
I think
fair.
I might like it slightly more than the first one. I think it's more interesting than the first one. At least it's not literally like here's a rock. It has
Where
feet.
did we put that one?
Where did we just put that? Yeah.
643.
643.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go one above. Keep the family together.
I like it.
Except Gigalith
Okay.
will not hang out with these losers.
No.
Ooh.
Giggle, it's the Giga Chad.
All right, Boldor, new 643. You gotta do better than just like two rock and rollers put together with a third leg. Next
It's
up,
actually a rock and roll is split in half.
Ariados.
No, we're not putting this up with the other spider. I'm telling you that right
No,
now.
Galvantula's way better than Ariados.
I'm just saying this is going where Garvantula should go.
Galvantula went where they were supposed to go.
Chris, how do you put up with this guy?
I don't know, man.
Wait
We
till you
all
hear
hate
that
each other. It's fine.
his brother's the one that brought Galvantula on for us to rank.
Yeah, we don't talk anymore. It's really divided our family.
Man, holidays must be tough.
I don't know.
What's the
Read
design
lore. It's
concept?
got a cool color palette, purple and yellow, and red
Yeah.
and black.
It spins string not only from its rear but also from its mouth. It's hard to tell which end is which.
What?
Ariados's feet are tipped with tiny hooked claws that enable it to scuttle on ceilings and vertical
I'm sorry,
walls.
people can't tell the difference between this thing's face and its ass?
Is that more of a statement on the people of the Pokemon world or
Probably
Ariados?
the people.
Do we have a Spinarak on the list?
We do at 633 in the just a spider kind of territory. I think this is better.
It's right next to Spinarak. Honestly.
I think that's
Well, let's see
fair.
what's around it. Okay, it's better than Klefki. Because Klefki's like just a key, which is even less inspired.
I think this is better than the Simmies at 598, 99, and 600.
I'd be fine in the 500s, like the high 500s, 550 to 600.
Yeah. I'd definitely keep it below Hoopa at 524.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
I mean, if we're looking in this area, I mean, I'm okay with it going higher. I think Ariados is a fine Pokemon. It is just a spider, but it has a fun color palette at least, you know? I don't know.
It's true.
And I mean, it doesn't even have 8 legs, so it's not even really just a spider.
If anything, it's got 4, maybe 6.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the legs that are folded up on its back so that it can...
No, that's its face, Chris.
Oh.
Yeah, no. I think it's better than... Oh, gosh. Let me get back.
Better than Heatmore.
Where's
at 563.
5 what?
563.
Okay.
Yeah. It's not as good as Doug Trio, though, so, you know.
That's fine.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
See, I'm okay with talking about what's better or worse than Doug Trio, because Doug Trio's in the right spot. Diglett will never again be mentioned because he's not in the right spot, so there's no point in comparing to him. So below Doug Trio, I'd go below Galarian Mr. Mime.
The reason that this list is so messed up because I stuck Doug Trio way too high.
And Chris is
There's people like me making all these problems.
Yeah,
we will.
All the guests,
absolutely.
all of us, all of everybody. Everybody makes the list trash. That's why
He's throwing the guests under the bus on the last episode when we're reading the list out.
It's true.
Anywhere in there is fine by me.
Probably go below Behem, but above Fizant.
That's where I was looking.
I forgot what Behem looks like. Also,
he's an alien.
He's an alien, but he's wearing a pea coat.
Okay, well then it's better.
All right, new 553 Ariados. Man, I think you just need some more. I only really tried to use one of these in Gen 2, so maybe its moveset has gotten better, to be fair, but God. Maybe a little bit better. Anyway, next on the list, we've got Ambipom.
No. I'm sorry. Are those like rubber gloves that have been blown off?
They do look like that. He's got a weird bowl cut. Yeah, I don't know. This picture is incredibly unflattering. Maybe he's dumber than I thought.
Yeah.
Rock Lee looking haircut.
Apom's great. First form of this Pokemon? Love it.
Apom's
Love
awesome.
Apom. Ambipom? Get out of this house.
Yeah, I'm trying to...
Yeah, no.
Does Apom... Is it even the same number of fingers? Does Apom only have 3 fingers on his anther tail?
Yeah, it's 3, but they're not shaped like rubber glove fingers, so it doesn't look so strange.
They're still shaped very stupidly, I'll say, looking at
they're
a picture
strange,
of
but
right now. But
it doesn't give me like that same like rubber glove vibe, and then they're not different colors. I don't really like the addition of the red, nor where they put it.
I don't really know what's going on with his nose.
Honestly, Apom was fine without a nose.
The bowl cut is really hurting this Pokemon.
Yeah, with the 2 licks sticking out. And the ears are too big and prominent. I don't know. This looks
They're the same size as Apom ears.
I told you, Chris. I told
It's
you.
really the nose and the bowl cut causing problems for him.
No, see, okay, maybe it's the red that's causing problems with the ears. The ears are similar
That
to
could
Apom's,
be,
but
yeah.
Apom's look normal. His stand
It's the
out.
red.
It could be the red. It could just be everything. This is not a good Pokemon. I think we're back in the bottom 100 again.
Yeah, I'll say, you know, giving Apom an evolution was good. It needed one because it's very weak.
Yeah.
But and you know, the idea of like, well, let's give it another hand tail, like I think that works. They just did a really bad job on everything else.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I think that's entirely fair. Oh god.
What if they just like hulked it out and like still one hand, but it's like a Hulk arm?
Oh, really strong.
Just like, that could work, but
That could have worked too.
It's just
But
looks
yeah,
like
no.
he's got two balloons attached to him.
Ready to fly away at any moment.
Yeah, I mean, maybe that's what they're going for, is a dorky kid with a bowl cut walking around with two balloons. He's about to get beat up and have his balloons
I
stolen.
have no idea.
Oh, what's the lore? We didn't read no lore.
Oh, true.
Let's see here. To eat, it definitely shucks nuts with its two tails. It rarely uses its arms now. They work in large colonies and make rings by linking their tails, apparently in friendship. Difficult to dodge consecutive strikes of the two tails. In their search for comfortable trees, they get into territorial disputes with groups of Pissimian. They win about half the time.
Okay. Yeah,
I'm
nothing
looking
very
at
interesting.
like other pictures of him, and he's still goofy looking, mostly because of the hairstyle.
It's the hair.
There's some pictures where he doesn't look like he has balloons on his tails, but like even then, it's like he just looks goofy. It's hard to take him seriously.
Yeah.
Apparently, he fought Arceus
What? In the anime?
in the Pokemon Adventures manga.
Weird.
Yeah.
Nobody fights Arceus. What are you doing?
That's crazy.
So where are we looking? In the 600s?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Is it better than the semis?
Arctivish at 625.
Oh, this is better than
Yeah, I think
the mix and match fossils.
I agree.
But I think it's below Morgrim at 621.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Let me look up more.
I'd go below Flapple as well.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Maybe even below Drudagon, because Drudagon's big problem is just a bad miscolor of his head, and this is also like a problem of miscolors. But I think Drudagon, in terms of design, is cooler outside of that bad coloring.
Fair enough. Ray's been on Google hunt, just Googling Pokemon names.
Tons of names thrown at me.
Drudagon, who are any of these?
Okay. I could be fine with. I think it's about the same as Drudagon.
Yeah.
Okay.
So either right above it or right below it.
I think right below is fine. And above in DD though, because that thing's God.
Yeah, I'm looking at one right now. Yikes.
All right. Ambipom, maybe try bleaching those red spots. I don't know.
Yeah.
Definitely get a haircut. All right. And don't use a bowl.
Cool kid haircut that your former evolution had.
Next on the list, we've got Alolan Sandshrew.
All right, first impressions. It looks goofy.
It's a little angular.
I'm pretty sure it's stronger than regular Sandshrew, but that's not saying a lot because Sandshrew's pretty garbage.
Yeah, I like it until the really sharp angles for its ears, and then coming into its face, this like weird slant into its face. I don't like at all.
It's like they were trying to make like an igloo kind of look, but it Just
Yeah, but because
kind of goofy.
yeah, I hear you, Ryan, but because it doesn't like pull over at all, it doesn't look like a hoodie to me. It just looks like it looks like they chopped off his face and then he like put it back on, but it was missing a layer.
You know what, Chris? I think you're gonna like hearing this. This might be one of the times where I think eye placement is really actually hurting this Pokemon for me. Because like, why aren't the eyes at an angle? Why isn't the slant down for the hoodie cut back in for where the eyes are set? Like, what are they just lying on top of everything?
Yeah, the eye placement's also bad.
I mean, it looks like they just copy and pasted the eyes from regular Sandshrew, honestly.
But they didn't think about it when they did it. They just
yeah.
And that's the real problem.
Yeah, I think this is worse than normal Sandshrew. Alolan Sandslash we'll get to eventually, and that one is very cool. I don't think we've ranked that yet.
That one's
I don't believe so.
We've ranked a normal Sandslash at 247. We're not. I mean, no point even looking at that. I don't think we're going that high, right?
No.
And we have not ranked normal Sandshrew, so we got to find somewhere in here to compare it to. You want to read some lore though?
Yeah, read some more.
It lives on snowy mountains. Its steel shell is very hard, so much so it can't roll its body up into a ball.
No, it forms like an igloo-looking thing.
An ancient tradition of Alolan festivals, still carried on to this day, is a competition to slide Sandshrew across ice as far as one can.
Whoa, abuse. Poor guy.
What are you talking about? That's not abuse.
They use them as a tool to play whatever that Olympic game is where you slide the puck
or you
across
can
the ice.
force them to fight for money. I mean,
that's just Pokemon's lives, man. Can't judge that. I don't even know where to start with this.
Better or worse than Alolan Grimer?
Better.
641.
Alolan Grimer? Isn't that like multicolored Grimer?
Yeah.
With buck teeth.
It's like Grimer, but slightly better. Except that Grimer's ranked way too high, so he's not down here where he belongs.
Alolan Grimer is way better than this, but yeah. This is where Grimer belongs. Alolan Grimer belongs in the high 500s, I think.
Oh,
whatever.
Interesting.
That's not important right now. Is he better than Ambipom? Because we just placed him.
Yes.
Yeah, we're definitely too low. We're below like Arctivish and stuff.
I think we're in the 500s.
Here's a classic test. Tangela. Better or worse than Tangela?
Oh. Better.
Yeah, probably better. Better than a Weedle, better than Lediva. I don't think so.
Carvana?
A little low on this list.
571.
Potentially.
I don't think. Yeah, Carvana's colors are weird. I think it might go below that still, though.
It's better than Swoobat, though.
Now, I think I probably like it design-wise better than Snom, but the internet memes of Snom are pretty good. So I'd be okay
Let
with
me look at a Snom real quick.
Make sure you look at the picture of it running with a knife.
Sorry, we're not taking into account internet lore.
You guys made up your mind that we were.
No, we weren't. That's why we didn't put Diglett higher.
We did put Diglett very high.
Everything, yeah.
No, we didn't put him higher because we weren't thinking about that. I was just thinking about his usefulness in combat and stuff.
And how there's nothing interesting to say about his design.
I didn't know this was a design tier list. I thought it was an overall tier list.
It is.
Yeah, so I valued the usefulness of his usefulness in combat over.
Okay, did you find a picture of Snom?
Yeah, I found a picture of Snom. I think he is. I can understand the appeal for Snom though, but I think he's looks more interesting than Snom does, personally.
Yeah,
I think it's just his eyes are kind of weird. But if that wasn't an issue, I think he's got a better design.
So we're going below Snom. I mean, I already said I want to go below Seal.
I think 582 is fine. I think he's better than Walrun because Walrun's uninspired. And Furfrou is like, maybe below Furfrou.
Ryan?
Yeah, I like below Furfrou and above Walrun. Yeah, I think 583 is a good spot for you. Alolan Sandshrew, you need to get to the eye doctor. All right, something's up.
Yeah,
and we need to get to the bottom of it. Next up,
like
we've got
a shell, like a hoodie or something over his eyes. That could,
or it rolled down as opposed to coming to such a slant down and then still having the eye thing. Next up, we've got Dunsparce.
Oh, let's go back to those just a bug Pokemons.
It's not even a bug is the thing. It's a normal type.
It belongs with them anyways.
Yeah, it's
Chris,
worse than them.
Chris, I would like to take back forever ago me calling Hatterene the butt plug Pokemon. This is the butt plug Pokemon.
Hey, we can have more than one.
This is the OG. This is the original.
This is from Gen 2.
Oh my gosh, it's so bad. Does it evolve?
No, never got any kind of evolution or anything. Its stats are terrible. It's a normal type, so that's terrible. It's slow. It's just nothing's good about this.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm sure I'm going to regret saying that when Holden listens to this episode and tells me how he was amazing in competitive play somehow.
No, it doesn't matter. Garbage. How is he even amazing in competitive play? I don't understand how that's possible. He's ridiculously slow and like not even strong.
Trick Room, maybe? I don't know.
Maybe, but even then it's like, aren't there better options?
Yeah, probably.
Whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the design's fine, and that's the best thing about this Pokemon.
Yeah. I don't think I don't like bugs in real life. So like if you're gonna look like a bug, you gotta at least do it cool to get in my good graces. This guy is not cool.
Right.
He's got like wings kind of, but he doesn't fly. He's not a flying type. I don't know what's happening. It's a very confusing, very bad Pokemon. I'm looking in the bottom 10.
I think that's fair.
I think I like Swirlix more. Masquerade's very similar, also stupid. I might go right below Masquerade, maybe even below Wormadam. That's 680, 681, around there.
Mm-hmm.
That's
fine with me.
I think I'd go below Wormadam.
Sweet. 682.
Yep. Dunsparce. We hardly knew ye, and that's the way we like it. Next up, wait a minute, that's the last of the list. But of course, Gray gets to bring a Pokemon to rank, put on this list. Gray, who did you decide to bring?
I brought one that you've looked at before, and I feel like you slept on a little too hard, and that was Raticate.
Okay.
I understand probably why he was ranked so low due to Chris's emphasis on stylistic choices and it being kind of just an ugly rat. However, I want it to go a little bit higher, if not a lot higher, purely because it is a very solid Pokemon for battling. It's one of few Pokemon that has guts, which is probably, besides Intimidate, the best ability to have. Yeah. And it's very fast and very powerful. It's bulkier than we were talking about another Pokemon that's like a glass cannon. It's a little bulkier than that, but like on a similar level. I think that we were talking about like Mega Beedrill.
Mega Beedrill,
yeah. It's like a more reliable version of like that kind of play style. And I mean, just extremely useful for a lot of games to have one, and they're common enough that you can always kind of get your hands on one if they're available in that generation. So I think that like it's just a solid pick. I understand why you would be wanting to push it lower because of its looks, because honestly, it does have that Gen 1, it's an animal and we just put it in the game kind of feel. But I don't think it deserves as low as it is on your list.
Okay, that's fair. Tell us where you're looking, but first, I do want to say I like that this Pokemon learns Super Fang, because that's a very interesting move in Pokemon that literally just like halves your opponent's health. Very useful at the beginning of a battle, but pretty useless at the later stages. So you have to have like a finishing move as well as that. But it's a cool
Super
move.
Fang
That's
into like
pretty
a crit
uncommon.
Hyper Fang is like pretty solid in terms of a moveset. I would love to see it in the 400s even, maybe like the low 500s. But finding where it goes is gonna be hard to do.
Yeah, I hear you. I think you hit like the points of negativity that Ryan and I and whatever guests we had on had. It is just a rat, and you see just way too many of them because every Team Rocket Goon has one.
Yeah. And it's like most of the time people don't stick with it to get to the point of it actually, hey, like this is a solid contender for having a Pokemon on your team, because it's fast, it's strong, like it's got good moveset, it's got good abilities once they introduce abilities. Like it's a solid Pokemon in terms of Pokemon that I would want to have on my team that I can get my hands on really easily. It's up there near the top. So
okay, so here's where I'm. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Ryan.
I just do think that's fair. I think we all sleep on those early normal types a lot, but they can carry you through a good portion of the game. So.
Yeah, so I was looking at. I
see it being higher than like Marowak. Marowak's just better, I think.
And
like that's where like that's 446. Well, so like, at that point, I mean, that's a lot higher than you're probably looking, but I'm just thinking like that's a hard cutoff for me, because it's like that's where in my mind you're getting, just with Pokemon I'm more familiar with, like Gen 1, you're getting into something that actually has an interesting look to it and is still, useful competitive, like in combat.
Yeah, that was not much higher than I was looking. I was looking at Thievul, which is kind of the Raticate equivalent from this most recent gen, which is 452 right now.
Let me look at that one.
I would be okay with going above that.
Is that the first form?
That's the second. The first form is Nickit, which is up at 434. Mostly off of its name being very good.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit cuter than the cool factor of its second form.
Nickit is definitely cooler than Thievul.
I could see it even going above Skrelp and below Doduo.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to look at the stats. I think it's better than. It's definitely better than Thievul. I mean, I don't think I would ever use a Thievul.
So, well, let's put it next to Doduo, and we'll leave it up to you, Gray, if it's going to go above or below Doduo.
I think above Doduo.
Okay. Look at that. Up 150 some odd spots to 450.
Pretty solid. I think that's much fairer to the usefulness. So.
No, I think you bring up a good point, because I think we all have used Eradicate at least a little bit, and they are better than we would imagine thinking of them as a rat.
Yeah.
At the very least.
It really holds you over in terms of having like a Pokemon you can rely on until the point where you can like get a solid Gyarados.
Right. All right. Well, that does it for our list of 21 Pokemon tonight. Gray, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, it was an absolute pleasure. Do you have anything you'd like to plug?
I would just like to plug the Spelunkers because they're really cool, and come join the Discord and play video games with us.
Oh yeah, we've been playing a lot of things lately in that Discord. We play with Gray quite often. We got into Pulsar Lost Colony recently. It is a good time. The link to the Discord is always in the show description. Chris, anything to plug?
Yeah, subscribe to our YouTube channel. I plug the same thing every time. If you are watching this on YouTube, obviously it's right below. Subscribe, like the video, leave a comment. We've been getting more comments lately, which we appreciate, mostly from JT. We appreciate you, buddy. And if you're listening on a podcast app, we will have the YouTube video linked below.
And come on by, check out our Twitch streams, twitch.tv/spelunkers. We got a lot of streams, a lot of nights of the week. We just started Gen 5 with Black 2 recently for the Pokemon streams on Tuesday. Chris and I will likely be done with Resident Evil soon.
Yeah.
And then Chris has 2 to play on his own.
Yeah, 7 and Village. Ryan might still be in the chat. I don't know. I know you were there for some of the other ones, but you don't have to be there because it's not co-op.
I tend to hang out if I've got the time.
Yeah.
I believe Wasted on Saturdays is on hold for at least a month or so, maybe a little bit more. Life happenings for Tom and Tyler, which is no problem at all. But still something on Sunday. Always playing something co-op Sunday midday, 12 Eastern. So give us a follow. We'd love to have you. That will do it for us here this week. Thank you so much for joining us as we continue finalizing the most important decisions of our lives. I hope you are well until we reconvene next week. And remember, gotta rank them all.
Gotta rank 'em all, Pokemon.